Alright, let's discuss Genesis mining. So, what is mining? Is a good question.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, I know you've been asking a lot about what is mining. And the thing we want to discuss is um, the process of mining is a algorithm where um, a computer basically does a numerical calculation. And for Bitcoin, the calculation is to figure out who will be next online to provide the network an update. And what that means is there is a ledger online where people have a record of how many transactions were done for the day or per, in this case, 8 minutes of transactions. On this ledger, all the transactions are recorded and all the transactions are then hashed into one numerical number. And the right to update the number to the ledger is hashing.
Okay. And that's based on the power of the
Yeah, exactly.
miner or how
exactly.
fast the miner is calculating or
So
hashing.
in Genesis mining, it's a cloud mining service where the hash rate is determined based on how much hashing power you buy. In this account, I have 345 terahashes of Bitcoin mining and 200 megahashes of Ethereum mining. So why are these different, you might ask? And the reason is Bitcoin mining is done with a special processor. It's a SHA-256 algorithm on an ASIC miner. And the mining process for Ethereum is done on more sophisticated miners like GPUs or CPUs, which are based on your computer. Even though you can mine Bitcoin with your computer, it's a lot less efficient because there are specialized processors that specifically do Bitcoin mining. So let's see, how do we operate Genesis? We'll go through each tab. There's the desktop view, which gives you how many Bitcoin you have are hashing and how many Ethereum you're hashing. They also have several other coins, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and Dash. The next one is your mining allocation. You select the miner you have and you pick how much of each type of coin you want to receive. So they have around 8 coins you can allocate to. Here it's purely mining Bitcoin. Now if you increase the percentage output in any other coin, it'll take away from Bitcoin and give you that other altcoin. So if you do 5% in Doge mining, you'll send 15.25 terahashes to Doge. Right now I don't need Doge, so I only want to mine Bitcoin. Now the payout tab gives you information on how much was mined during the day, the type of mining that was done, the net payout, and your output address. These output addresses are public addresses that are linked to your account where you can see how much you've done in terms of transactions. Now, what Genesis does is they accumulate a sum of all your coins until you reach a threshold where they make a payment. So you can view the transactions and see how much output you get onto your basically your wallet you're sending your coins to. So here on
your private key, right?
So these are the public keys. The private keys are kept secret so that you can't lose your Bitcoin. The way private keys, public keys work is that your private key is secure and you don't share it with anybody. And your public key is available to anyone to send Bitcoin. If you have a public key, you can always send Bitcoin there, but only with the private key saved with your wallet can you withdraw that Bitcoin.
I see.
So never share your private keys, but freely share. Yeah, freely share your public keys to see how many. To basically get Bitcoin as a transaction if someone's sending you Bitcoin. So on this day, it sent out 0.06 Bitcoin to my address for the mining processing done on the dashboard of 345 terahashes of mining.
I mean, to put that in perspective, I mean, that's a lot.
Yes, so that's a lot of hashing power. And we'll get into that in just a second. So we'll go to my accounts. And the next thing you can do is under settings, you set where you send all your essentially your wallets. You can go over to the wallet tab and you select which accounts you want to send your coins to. So I have my Bitcoin address set and my Ethereum address set. And Bitcoins will go directly to the wallet with my Bitcoin as well as my Ethereum.
You can set this up via...
We'll get into opening a wallet next.
Okay.
But right now, this is just how Genesis Mining works. Now, they have an affiliate program where you can get paid out in Bitcoin where you share your affiliate code, mine's being TZERMK, and you get a 3% discount for each purchase of hashing power, and you share that discount with the person who buys the hashing power.
This is also in this description of this video.
Yes, so here I have a starter amount. I've made no sales, and for the first $100 worth of sales, I would receive 0.25% bonus in hashing, and it increases the more sales you make. So when you open an account, share your affiliates link and be able to get hashing power.
Great.
So let's see my orders. This is primarily if you're using credit cards. You accumulate your Bitcoin in a basically they save your Bitcoin for the first month while they're validating your card, and then they make one quick payment out to you right away. But if you make payments in Bitcoin to get your orders, which I'm about to show you next, you'll start receiving Bitcoins or Ethereum right away. So these are my contracts. You can see that my first contract I wrote out was for 15 terahashes, and I paid with 0.94 Bitcoin. And then it goes all the way out to the last contract. I bought another 15 terahashes at 0.74 Bitcoin. So Bitcoin prices fluctuate, and if you pay with Bitcoin, you can get orders ready and essentially be able to start mining right away.
And how long do these contracts last for?
So your mining contract for the SHA-256 Bitcoin miner is an endless contract. It goes to as long as Bitcoin is profitable. Then they go 1 month further just to make sure if Bitcoin becomes profitable again, and then essentially they give you the payouts, or they stop payouts if the miner is no longer profitable. The this being Ethereum miner with the 100 mega hashes only lasts about 2 years. So you have to pick and choose your rate of return for each type of mining contract. Yeah. So then you can buy hashing power through the buy hashing power menu. You can select how much hashing power you want. So if you buy $450 worth of hashing power, you get 250 hashes of Zcash mining. If you can select Bitcoin, hit continue, it'll tell you how much it's going to cost. So here it'll cost 0.1 Bitcoin, and you enter the promo code, and it'll give you a 3% discount and give me a referral bonus. You agree to the terms, you confirm the order, and then you send your Bitcoin over, and you're good to go. So that basically discusses everything of Genesis Mining, and it's a lot of fun. You can get a lot of Bitcoin out of it.
Great. Can't wait to get started.
Let's review wallets in the next video.